Oh my goodness. Hi. I don't even know if I'm in the right live. I was trying to use the live that was, can I get the litter boxes out of the picture? I forget every time that's yucky. They're over there. We don't want those. Yeah, my office now includes litter boxes, which is just as pleasant as you might think. I'm trying to see right now where I'm live. So just hang tight. I'm hoping people find this video. Hold please. It says upcoming. Let me go out of this account. Oh, I am live now. So hang tight. Hang on. There are 5 people watching and there were 5 people waiting. So I feel like that's a good sign that you guys found me. I don't know if this is the scheduled broadcast of the live. When I went into the scheduled broadcast with my my phone in my YouTube app right here, it kept saying rotate the phone or change the orientation of the video. I'm not doing a vertical video. I'm not doing it. It's YouTube. I'm doing horizontal. And even though I was informed the other day that like everybody likes vertical and nobody likes horizontal, so I don't know. You let me know. But I want to do horizontal, and so I would go in and I would hit horizontal, like the little phone app, you know, I hit it and it said horizontal. So I would hit go live and it would say change the orientation of your phone. And I'm like, I already did. I did it like 5 times. Good morning, Judith. Good morning, Charlene. So I'm going to go in real quick and share this link to this video with my Facebook group, my Facebook page, and the chat in the video that I don't know if I'm in that was scheduled that people may be sitting there waiting for. And I'm also going to share on my personal page. So give me like 60 seconds to do all of this, all of these things. Okay, see it says nobody's waiting anymore, so that's good. Da, da, da. Oh my gosh. Angela asked a good question in the chat when she was waiting for the live that was scheduled. That an influencer said that Facebook videos are going to be deleted after 30 days. I've got to correct this every time I hear somebody say it. It's not your fault. But Facebook is deleting live videos after 30 days. Live videos, not videos that you upload of your family, not videos that you upload of you teaching something or anything like that. It's live videos. So the Digitizing course video group is fine. Nothing's going to happen to it as of right now. And for that matter, even if it did, because Facebook is cuckoo Cocoa Puffs these days, even if it did, I would find a different way to let you guys into a different setup. So it's fine. But Angela, an influencer mentioned that videos will only be kept on Facebook for 30 days starting in June. Live videos. Now that I said that, let me go make sure that wasn't like a new announcement. Yes. Beginning February 19th, Facebook Live videos will be deleted after 30 days. There is nothing about regular videos. It's just regular videos. If you upload a video of you playing with your dog, that's fine. It is live videos, which I used to do on Facebook, and I'm just not on Facebook that much anymore. I don't even do it very much anymore. I post in my groups. I go to a couple of cat groups that I love that I don't want to leave or lose. And that is it. So hang tight. Do, 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 do. All right, give me 2 seconds to tell people that I am live and I'm not looking at comments on Facebook. I am simply uploading It's 10:15. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get through this. Shoot. Oh my gosh, today is National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day. How cute is that? I also have a giveaway to do. In this video, you don't have to be watching to win. It's just a giveaway. Da 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 da. Kelly said I can't figure out how to share this. Okay, here I am. When I was setting up for this live video, I was checking what's behind me because like there's still see the litter boxes. Look, don't do that. Yucky. Okay, that's better. I was checking what's behind me and I saw that I had a copy of my utility bill on the wall right there. I had taped it to the wall because I need to pay it like I think like in a few days. And I don't think you could see any like identifying information on it or anything like that, but it was just weird. I was like, yeah, you can't go live with like bills behind you behind you on the wall. So I have Starbucks today. Ask me where I got Starbucks and I will tell you. My 11-year-old little sweetie pants, he took some change that he has amassed or accumulated over the, I don't know how long, to the Coinstar machine, which by the way, like takes like 10% of your money when you use it. Crazy. And, oh, no, Maxie, where did you get the Starbucks gift card? Okay. Okay, that's not what happened. That's nothing to do with coins. I think his father gave it to him because he got it like as a tip on a job or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, my son had a Starbucks gift card, like a reasonable sized one. And so when we went out to run an errand this morning, he treated me to a coffee with his little gift card. So that seems like what I'm in store for as the mother of two little gentlemen that I'm raising. There are two sounds that are currently driving me crazy, and I apologize if you can hear them. I hope you can't. One of them is the space heater in my office. I like to be warm and toasty. I'm actually going to stop it from revolving because now it's making me hot. So if you hear a wah, if it annoys you or you can't hear me well, let me know and I'll turn it off. I don't need it. And the other one is our bearded dragon, Tabasco, is trying desperately, as she does every day, to get out of the plexiglass window in the front of her container thingy, habitat. And she's just, and it makes the most annoying sound. She doesn't know it's there. My son said he thinks she doesn't know it's there. So that drives me crazy. I love working inside the house again. It's so great. So we have a few things to talk about. And if you, Ellen from Florida and Barb from Nebraska, I don't see comments on here. I'm seeing them on my screen. One thing I want to mention, because I've been watching a lot of, well, not a lot, but a few embroidery creators, content creators who work in like the craft space. And when they do lives, I just like to look at like what other people do, how they work, and see like if people like that, if it looks good on camera, whatever, research. And a couple of my favorite, thank you. I was just gonna say this. Okay, Kelly, who I'm married to, so that hardly counts. Just gave me a super chat. So what I've been doing when I watch my favorite content creators who do embroidery or crafting, one of them being Carly Bell, when I'm watching their live, I watch it as Designs by Little B, and I usually send her, oh my gosh, this cat. I wish I could show you the cat, but I can't. One thing I do when I'm watching my favorite content creators who do embroidery, like Carly Bell, if she does something or says something that I like or that I think is informative or useful, or if she's using my design, I do this because that helps me, I send a super chat or a super sticker. Either one. When you're in the text box, you see a little, looks like De Niro next to your words with a dollar sign right next to the emojis. And you can send a super chat or a super sticker, and it's like anywhere from $1 to $50, I think, ? And you can just send something, like send a little chat that says, hey, thanks for the tip about the cotton thread on hot pads, whatever. So Kelly just sent me a super chat to say happy 5 years. This week was our 5-year anniversary of meeting for the first time. And so that's fun. And that money goes to me, not to YouTube. It goes to me. Just a little virtual tip if I say something, or, you skipped your coffee this morning and you feel like sending me money for a cup of coffee if I had to go get one, whatever. It's just a little tip, cute thing. I always like to point that out because I didn't know that till a while back. And I was like, what is that? So when I watch my favorite creators, like I like to send them like $5, just a little thing. So you can also send emojis. Those are fun. Hang on. Okay. So we've had some crazy shenanigans in our household, in our family unit. Somebody had a flat tire. Somebody's trying to help them. It's oh my gosh, it's crazy. So on to embroidery stuff, off of tipping me money and on to what we're talking about. So lately I've been digitizing a ton of applique and embroidery designs, including fonts and including applique designs that I upload at designsbylittleb.com. And I found out, I didn't really find out, I've known how to do it, but I mostly do in the hoop projects, so you really have to stitch that out and take a picture of it. Whereas with a with an embroidery and a strictly embroidery design or applique design, you can use a screenshot of the design or an exported JPEG or PNG file, because it just looks like what it looks like. It's a flat design. It's not a key fob where how do I not have any key fobs by my desk? Whereas if you have it in the hoop design or a key fob, you really have to stitch it out and show it, because what's on the screen is not your project. Whereas an applique elephant, say, is going to look just like it does on your software. If your digitizer is good, it's going to look just like it does on the screen. So what I've been doing lately is a lot of mock-ups, which I used to hate. And I used to tell people to beware buying designs that have the mock-up as their picture on their website. And I have had to eat crow, because it really is just easy and looks uniform on your website. I really like it. So I'm not so much of that attitude anymore. But I've been making a lot of mock-ups, and in doing that, I, of course, in part of my research, like I was talking about with the live videos, I go on other digitizers' websites and I see what their pictures look like. What is good photography? What does a good mock-up look like? How do I like how other people have things set up? And I know, and you might be thinking like, oh, you're not supposed to copy other people. I'm not copying. I'm just researching, like, what in my industry, what's cool, what's popular, what do people like? Do they like to see designs on baby onesies? Do they like to see a person wearing the shirt with the design on it? Do they like to see, themed pictures, whatever? So, as with anything else, I go and I do some research, and as I'm trolling around Etsy a little bit, I notice on Etsy in particular, because Etsy is a marketplace, so anybody who has, now they do charge you to set up a shop now. It used to be free, now they charge you like $20 or $25 to set up a shop. Like they won't, like it's not anymore, it's not just like anybody can do it. I mean, you have to have $25, but Etsy is a marketplace where anybody can sell their stuff, and it doesn't have to be good. I mean, you can just sell anything. You can sell crap, embroidery designs if you want to set up a shop and sell them, and if people will buy them. So I noticed in my research, this heater's really bothering me. Let me turn it off. I noticed in my, oh, that's much better. I just don't like noises. I noticed in my research that there are a lot, and I was tipped off to this back in December. There are a lot of digitizers who use the same pictures, like the exact same picture. Some of them even have the same card, which is like a graphic that comes after the picture as you scroll by, that says like, this is an embroidery design, it's not a physical product, don't buy this unless you have, the verbiage that we say. And I noticed there were digitizers that use the exact same verbiage, even when there are grammatical errors or inconsistencies that, like, maybe English isn't their first language. And there are shops that are basically just copies of each other that I think are operated by just overseas digitizers who just slap stuff up on Etsy and sell it. And some of them even use the exact same pictures, a mock-up or a Photoshop, if you will, of the embroidery design. And one thing I found out in December of 2024 was that, you remember those side bows that were really popular in December for the side of your shirt and the tails of the bow come out and you applique it? There were digitizers on Etsy that were selling files with these photoshopped pictures that, honestly, when I looked at them, some of them didn't even look like an embroidery design. Like, it didn't even have stitches. It would just be like clip art. But it said it was an embroidery design, and people would download them, and then it wouldn't even be an embroidery design. It would be like a PNG, or it would be a terrible file, like just an outline, and like the satin was missing, or it was terrible. And So, with that said, I mean, these are real reports from real people, not just me. I'm not talking bad about other digitizers. I'm saying, like, this is stuff that really happened. Like, these are just people who slap up shops and collect money. And then by the time people figure out that their designs are not even designs or they're really, really bad designs, they're gone, or they'll pop up another shop. So, with all that said, what I was thinking about and what I wanted to talk about first on this video, so I'm teaching you something, hopefully, is that, like, I'm not telling you to be wary of designers who use mock-ups or photoshops or what have you as their sales for the applique or embroidery designs, because a lot of us do. I mean, it's just a thing, makes it uniform. We like that. It's good. It looks nice on the screen. But make sure you read, like, just be skeptical if it's someone you've never shopped with before. Now, hopefully, since you've been buying embroidery designs from me for 10 years, over 10 years, 11 years plus now, and you know that my venture into a lot of appliques is not like I'm new at this. It's just I used to do 98% in the hoop, and now I'm moving to a different, I can't get a deep breath. I need to borrow Kelly's inhaler. You know that I know what I'm doing. So you trust me, I think, I hope. You can, I promise. But be skeptical and be wary of, for example, a seller on Etsy who you've never shopped with before. Just be skeptical. Not, maybe their design is fine and they just use mock-ups like me. Maybe they're new and they only have 12 designs in their shop, but they're great digitizers. But just read the reviews, and if you do decide to spend and I will also tell you, watch the price. If somebody's selling an embroidery design for 75 cents on Etsy, Etsy takes a total after the initial 20 cents, I think it still is, to publish it. They're making like a quarter on that design. So if they value their work at a quarter, what does it look like? So just, think about that. Be skeptical. And for crying out loud, if you buy the design and it is utter crap, I don't mean just like somebody who's new who made a few mistakes. I mean, like, if it is a total ripoff and you wasted your money, contact the digitizer. If they don't care, or they're like, hey, I'm just a fly-by-night digitizer, I'll be gone tomorrow, leave a review with your honest feedback and file a complaint with Etsy and get your money back. Like, if it's a PNG or a file missing steps altogether. If you get a crappy design, the only way that you'll spare someone else from that is if you make a public review and get your money back with Etsy. You open a case, or is that PayPal? I don't know. Now, as a digitizer, obviously, I am not telling you to go leave a review in the first 5 minutes that you look at it. Give them a chance. Maybe it's an honest mistake. Yeah, you're texting, you're using your phone. That's why Kelly just said her comment makes her look illiterate. Well, I know she's not. I know she can read. So anyway, that's my big spiel. Over the years, I've gone through, obviously, with any job, this is a job for me. This, you go through kind of phases or different understandings of your job. And I used to be really skeptical of digitizers who use screenshots of their applique or embroidery designs. I thought, you really need to show the stitch out. And then the first thing that got me off that mindset and made me eat a little crow was realizing that one of my favorite digitizers out there on this planet, Lenny Penny Embroidery, one of the first digitizers one of the first people I bought designs from, and someone who has been a good friend to my family over the years, while being a competitor, she uses screenshots. And so when I first started having that kind of attitude, which is a little snarky, I realized that one of my favorite digitizers, uses a lot of screenshots. Now she also shares pictures, but she uses a lot of screenshots. Her website looks great, very uniform. I like it. And I thought, maybe you should eat your words a little bit and like come back with that. So now, Maxie, will you bring me a spoon? I forgot to feed the cats. It is 10:30. And this one is like, hello, curse word. Look, he is very hungry. This is Mr. And he is starving. I gotta go feed the cats. Thank you, baby. It's right here, so I'm not going anywhere. You wanna say hi? Hey, that's the camera. Come back here. Or you're gonna be like this. This is Max. We're getting his haircut today. I promise. He decided he wanted to grow his hair out, and it's been a while, and now I'm like, okay, you need a trim. So then I went through this phase of like, well, you should just be skeptical if people use screenshots for their designs. And then I started using them for mine. And then I went, oh, yeah. So just a note, as with anything else, if you're buying from somebody new, just be skeptical, read reviews, check out their pictures. Excuse me. And if you do get a design that you hate, not that you hate, that is really poor quality, contact them, see if they'll make it right, and if they don't, leave a review and get your money back. Always. Because, that adds up. Designs are only a few bucks, but I'm not the be-all, end-all of digitizers. I don't have every design in the world. I totally know that you're going to buy designs from other people. So the best thing I can do is help you spend your money wisely. Don't get ripped off. Okay, I'm feeding the cats. Hang tight. I should have done this before I started, but I used that extra 30 seconds to put on mascara.
I finished the thing we did.
Finish what? A picture?
Yeah. I picked random colors.
Hey, give this to Neil, please. And give these to the other two. Get Annabelle and Mr. in there. Go. You might have to pick them up. They're kind of dumb. Thank you, baby. Oh, he's my little helper. He's so good. He never complains when I ask him to do something. And I ask a lot because I'm very... Yeah, you'll probably have to pick him up, baby. Evelyn, I don't usually digitize logos. They're just not my thing. Unless it's like a circle with a triangle beside it. I mean, it's really easy because it's just not my forte. Let me see, baby. Let me see your picture.
Pick random colors.
Hold on. Parenting moment. Whoa, that looks great. You stayed on the lines pretty good. Look at that. He just colored a picture. I let him use my alcohol markers. The cool adult coloring markers. Looks great, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So the best thing I can do is to help you spend your money wisely. And another thing that I forgot to say about that, and then I'm moving on because I've talked about this way too long. Another thing that I want to say about that is when a person who is new or fairly new at embroidery purchases an oval with a diamond, email me, designsbylittleb@gmail.com. And if you're new or fairly new at embroidery and you buy an embroidery design that is crappy, that is not digitized well, and you don't know what to look for and you don't know what good digitizing really is, it's easy to get discouraged. And I know that because I was a new person in embroidery once. And back then, everybody and their mom didn't have access to digitizing software because it was so expensive. So that the times were a little different. But I do see in Facebook groups often someone saying, why can't I do this right? That's way better. I can't get this design to stitch right. And when you look at the picture, it's like, that design is not going to stitch right. And so I personally take offense when a person who is new in our craft, which I love and my life is dedicated to it, feel discouraged because of poor digitizing. You know, like I want you to feel good about what you buy, which is why I want you to buy designs for me because I know what I'm doing. And I want you to have a successful project so you don't feel like, man, what did I do? I'm so crappy at this. Why did I mess up? You know, so there. That's it. If you would like tips on what to look for when you're buying embroidery designs for the first time or you have a new person, I will put those underneath the description of this video. I've already talked about it too much. A major thing is don't buy embroidery designs from somebody on Facebook who tells you DM me for this design. Do not do it. A website or an Etsy is cheap as heck to set up. And if a person is not willing to put their money, their $20 into an Etsy shop, they're not making anything you want to buy. Don't do it. Don't respond to people who want friends and family payments with no protection from you if they disappear or the design is awful. And don't buy them through DM on Facebook. And I've been chastised for that before by digitizers who say, well, I sell through DMs. Well, then you shouldn't. Sorry. I said what I said. If you are a reputable digitizer and you know what you're doing, you can throw up an Etsy shop. You can do that. You don't need to look spammy. It looks spammy and weird and creepy if somebody says, DM me to buy a design. No. I'm getting it from a website where I have the protection. If you rip me off, I can get my money back. Anyway, I'll put more tips in the description. Next, I want to tell you that I have like 3 or 4 more. Ooh, from Denmark. Hi. Isn't that Danish? I was going to say, hi, Danish friend. If you're from Denmark, that makes you Danish, right? Love it. I love it. We love the Scandinavian countries in this household. We would love to visit or perhaps move there forever, but we can't. So, so there's that. Said, yep, look at me. So I have a few kits left. Remember the kits from February? It is now almost April. And I still have a few kits, including some that are already cut. This one is the chest fabric. Nobody bought this one. Couldn't believe it. Nobody likes chest, or like a dude who doesn't want a flowery wallet or whatever. This one is the little hungry caterpillar dots. I was like, hello. I was thinking how cute that looks and how this should be my thumbnail. I'll take that picture later. If you go to designsbylittlebee.com, to the right of my logo, if you're on a computer, I don't know what it looks like mobile, you'll see 2025 shop sale. Under that heading, it says 2025 ID wallet kits. There are a few left, and I need to sell them. I'm not doing anything else with this fabric I've already cut, so I need you to buy them. They are marked down. Some of them are as low as $16. And so I need to get rid of those. So, excuse me, please. If you have not bought an ID wallet kit, go shop and buy them and let me get them out the door so I can stop with them forever. I have another kit coming up in April. I got to stitch it out today. It is on my flash drive, which is right here. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it will have a kit to go with it, so you don't have to worry about buying stuff. And it involves a zipper. So there's that. Next point of business. Vinyl. I have vinyl on my website. Under that same drop-down menu, 2025 shop sale, there's a... I'm sorry, I hate doing that. There is a category called Embroidery Vinyl / Fabric. And I have so much fabric, so much vinyl. I will show you really quickly the rolls that I have left. I only have 4 rolls left. And I sent out a newsletter to almost 10,000 people an hour ago. So I hope this is still on the website. If it's not, it's not. Yeah, Barbara gets the newsletter. I wish I could mute. Wait, I think I can. There. I hope that worked, and I did not just do that in your ear. I didn't know I could mute. I would do that all the time. I had some sinus crud a few weeks ago, and it just stuck with me. So here are the rolls of vinyl. This one is like candy cane, Christmas candies. I don't know why I was buying Christmas vinyl. I have no idea. I was just going through like buying vinyl, and I was like, oh, Christmas, these are all so cute. This one's really cute. That's upside down. This one is squares with nutcrackers and Christmas colors. This one's really cute too. I say that all the time. This one is Christmas tree leopard print with like Christmas colors. And this one is not Christmas. This one is the quilled paper 3D look butterflies. Okay? And these are rolls. These are all the rolls that are left. For the vinyl, I have a neon set that is absolutely to die for. And that would be great for your summer, to prepare for your summer stitching. It is the end of March. Can you believe it? I move to the Pacific Northwest on May 15th. Do you realize how close that is? Because Max and I set up a countdown on my cell phone today while we were at Starbucks chit-chatting. And the boys leave before us. They're going to go out and meet their father, who is going next week. And like our whole family unit is moving, y'all. If you've been my customer for a long time and you've known all about all my personal business, which I don't want to say I put out there, you kind of can't help it. Like in this industry, like, I mean, I'm a one-woman show, and if something's going on in my life that makes me like not feel creative, or if something's going crappy, like my customers just know. So if you followed my personal life for the past 10 years, it has been a wild ride, and our entire family unit, including my kid's father, is moving to the Pacific Northwest, just staggered. The boys are going out so that they don't have to make that road trip. And we're flying a friend here to Middle Tennessee to help us drive. And it's going to be 3 or 4 days. So, yeah. I'm not complaining about preparing for the move, because the move itself, yeah. So those super chats I was talking about earlier, all of those are going towards gas money to drive 2,600 miles. This is the set of neon vinyl. This doesn't even really do it justice. This is a great phone with a great camera, but still, it has almost a textured feel or finish. You can kind of see it. See how it looks almost crosshatched? It's not smooth. It's not that waterproofy, shiny. It is just thick. This would be so great for some flamingo embroidery in the hoop designs, maybe a little notebook. If you want to make yourself a full set of key fobs. Maxie, will you bring me my purse that is right next to the couch, maybe? It looks like plaid, kind of. Does he know what that is? Like, I don't know. I know where my keys are. I want to show you guys my keys, my set of keys. If you're new to In the Hoop, or if you need some inspiration, or you want to buy vinyl, thank you, baby. You're so great. Thank you. You're new to In the Hoop embroidery, or you've never, I gotta make sure I don't show you my license. You've never made In the Hoop stuff before, or you really want to buy some vinyl and you just don't know what you're going to make with it, let me inspire you. This is my set of keys that I take absolutely everywhere, because it's got my ID wallet, which is what I'm selling the kits for. This is what they make. And also on the website, it says all the kits have size 3 zippers, which is not this. This is a size 5. If you want the size 5 zipper, shoot me an email and say, hey, I want a size 5. I have all those in lots of colors. They're right here, actually. I have a whole bag of them. I can trade you out for a size 5. No big deal. I just need to know. It would just be too hard to make all those listings like size 3 or size 5, and people just get confused. You know, I would too. So this is the ID wallet. These are available on my website. type in ID wallet. It has a front pocket for your driver's license, which I keep mine in there, but I'm not showing you. And then behind the pocket is just the rest of it where you can keep your money. Oh, look, I found money. I actually have cash. That's wild. And all of your debit cards, credit cards, gift cards, etc. This is what I take everywhere. When I go do something at my kids' school, like I just volunteered with their spring pictures yesterday, I walk up to the thing, I hit the thing, you have to show your ID, so they know you're not crazy. And I do like this, and I show my ID, they go, come on in. I don't have to rifle through my purse or handbag or anything. I've got so mine is a Hello Kitty set. I do have more of this fabric. If you want to shoot me a message, you want some of this fabric, it's hard to find online. Everybody's running out. I like to say it's because of us making our designs. Here is my sanitizer fob with the applique on the front and a matching blue back. Here is my wristlet. This is an applique wristlet key fob. The wristlet hardware is inexpensive and easy to use, and you can use any of your favorite fabrics. Here is my applique. This is everything I need throughout the day. Here is my lip balm applique simple slice key fob. You don't even technically have to have any hardware for this one if you just want to punch a hole. And you use a craft knife to slice in between the little rectangle and put your lip balm in there. And finally, the piece de resistance, one of my favorite underrated designs, a little pin holder key fob. So you grab any pin that has a pocket, what do you call that? A pin with a holder? What is this? Somebody help. Any pin that has a pocket clip, you can just do like this and tote your pin around with you. And this is actually a Hello Kitty pin because I'm very dramatic and extra. I like all the things to match. So this is my key fob set that I take everywhere. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my own designs. I'm going to put my license back in it right now. Yeah, Debbie got me. I'm going to put my license in right now because if it gets buried under stuff on this desk, I will never find it again and I'll be very sad. That is what you can make with vinyl. In the Hoop Projects galore, if you've never heard of them, I'm going to put links in the description of this video. If you've made it through 42 minutes of me talking, you deserve links, and that's it. And after that, now I'm kind of like on a roll, but I think I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you have any burning questions? That's really it. I was gonna kind of do a walkthrough on zippers again because I haven't done one in about 3 months and people ask a lot of questions. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick difference between size 3 and size 5 zippers. If you're not interested in that, you can tune out. I love you. Have a great Saturday. Come back and see me again sometime. And subscribe to my YouTube. Right under this video, there's a subscribe button. You do that and it'll tell you when I'm live. I try to do lives twice a month on Saturdays at 10 a.m. And I'm working on doing members only live. If you're a member of the channel, which starts at like 99 cents a month, I think, I'm going to start doing lives for members only where we will talk about specific projects and I'll give you tips and tricks and try to make that membership valuable for you if you are a member. Hi, Dolores has not commented yet, but she's a member and that's the first name I thought of. So if you watch this, there's your little shout out. So if you have any other burning questions about anything that I've talked about or anything related to machine embroidery, feel free to ask. And if you don't, I'm just going to tell you quickly about the difference between size 3 and size 5 zippers. My ID wallets come in 4 styles. Top zip, which is what I just showed you, the zippers at the top, and mid zip. Some people don't like the top zipper. They don't like the zipper pull being there. It makes them nervous. They don't like it. Totally understand. So for you, I made and I don't have one anymore. I sold it on my website with sample stuff. There's also samples on my website. On the bottom of that same drop-down menu, it says Set Samples Miscellaneous. I have really cute little sets, kind of like those key fobs that you can buy, that I stitched out with my own 2 hands. So the ID wallet comes in 4 styles: top zip, size 3 or size 5 zipper, mid zip to avoid the zipper at the top, size 3 and size 5 zippers. That's 4 styles. And obviously from the picture, you can see the difference in the top and mid zip. But what you might not be able to tell at first glance is the difference in size 3 or size 5 zipper. If you look closely, you can see the difference, which I'm about to show you. This is a size 3 zipper. Do you see? This is kind of a uniform pull. See that? A size 3 zipper is 1 inch wide. This is a terrible ruler to show you size, but I think you can see that right now it's going between the 2 and the 3. They are 1 inch wide. So that is a specific size for the embroidery design. If you use a size 5 zipper for this one, it won't stitch it right because this is 1 inch, whereas a size 5 zipper, and I'll tell you about zipper tape also. Size 5 zipper, you might be able to tell from just my tiny hands holding it, this one is wider. A size 5 zipper is, again, not a great visual, 1.25 inches wide. That's 1/4 of an inch, which for an in the hoop design that's only 3 inches tall, that's a big deal. So you have to get the design that corresponds with the zippers that you have or that you have on order or whatever. And as always, if you buy the wrong size, I know I say like no refunds and you can't do exchanges or anything like that. If you buy the wrong size by accident, email me using the contact form on the top of my website. I'm not a B word. I'm not going to force you to spend another $6 on the right size. I can generally tell if it's an honest mistake, you know, and my customers over the years have been so incredibly honest. I trust you guys. I really do. We work on the honor system around here. Unless and until I get some rush of people trying to rip me off, I trust you. Shoot me an email if you ever have a problem. And I will do my best to fix it. So one thing I love, so you see this, I showed you this zipper pull. This is the size 3. See how it's just small and like triangular? So the pulls on the size 5 tend to be bigger. And they have a dangle to them. See how much bigger that is? And if you buy zipper tape, which I will link in the description, it's an affiliate link. If you buy zipper tape, it comes with all of these colors in just, I'm not going to open it, but just a huge roll of zipper tape. That's what this is called. And then it comes with a bag of pulls. This one is so cool because it's so many different colors. And I've made designs before where I mix and match the colors. Like the pull is black, but the tape is black, but the pull is pink, like what I've got in my hand right now. You trim the length that you need for the ID zipper wallet, for the ID wallets, 6.5 inches. And so you trim it to the size you need. Then you can look up any tutorial on YouTube. I'm not going to do this one because I'm not in the mood to cut stuff up and stuff. Look up a YouTube for how to install a zipper on zipper tape. I need to make one of those. You pull the 2 sides apart because it's just a zipper with no pull. And then using a tutorial, yes, I will put a link in them. Good. Barbara just left an interesting comment. Go read her comment about how she edited her ID wallet a little bit. You put this, you get the not metal, but the teeth between these 2 things, and you just pull it down, and it installs on the zipper tape. Calling it installing is like kind of a joke. So that's why I love this size 5 zipper tape, because I tend to buy just zippers that are a certain length. And like, what if I was making a 4-inch wide zipper bag with this zipper? I would feel like I just wasted, half of the zipper. This one's like 12 inches long. So that's the difference in size 3 and size 5 zippers. It is the width and the size of the pull usually, and the embroidery design will be different because the size of the zipper is different. So your machine needs to stitch a different path to get that zipper stuck in there. Could you hack a size 3 or 5 for a... Oh, Angela, I answered your question at the very beginning, but I'm going to answer it again. Could you hack a size 3 or 5 zipper for the other size without spending another few bucks on the design? Yes. If you know how to do that, sure, you can do anything you want. With my embroidery designs, I don't care how you hack or merge or use them. If you want to use vinyl instead on a design, on a zipper bag, and you just skip some steps, I don't care how you do your project with the design that you bought from me. The only thing you're not allowed to do is sell my design or give it away to someone who is not, who did not buy it. Don't send it to your friend, don't sell it on Etsy because it's not yours. That's the only thing you can't do with my designs. Once you buy it, it's yours. Stitch it out a zillion times if you want. Change the zipper, change the side of doesn't matter. You can mess with it however you want. I call it hacking. Like you hack a design. It sounds really cool. Angela just asked the question that I answered at the beginning of the video. If you've made it 51 minutes, you can, probably nobody's still here that was here in the very beginning. Angela said she heard an influencer say that Facebook is deleting videos that are over 30 days old. I don't know if you misheard them or if the influencer should not be saying this because it's not true. Facebook is deleting live videos after 30 days. Hang on, I gotta clear my throat. There, I learned how to mute, so now I can clear my throat without being obnoxious. Facebook is deleting live videos after 30 days. And if you hear someone say, oh, I heard they're deleting videos after 30 days, please tell them to stop saying that to people because a lot of people are very worried about different things on Facebook and it's no big deal. I don't ever go live on Facebook anymore. I never got much of I did get a bit of an audience on Facebook Lives, but I just never felt like that was the right outlet for it. I think if you're going to go live, do it on YouTube because YouTube, Facebook is for cat memes and pictures of a sandwich I just ate, It's not for live. This YouTube is the tube. It's showing yourself, saying hi, doing tutorials and chit-chatting and whatever influencers that make a lot of money do. Please tell me so I can do it too. So that's it. No, Facebook is not deleted. And I Googled it and it still says live, and it started in February, not June. So if you hear somebody fear-mongering people with they're going to delete the videos, please tell them to stop saying that. It's just live videos, which may be important to some people. It's not to me because I don't have any live videos that I care about. I do have a digitizing course on Facebook where I've uploaded 10 or 12 videos. That's very important. If they start deleting videos that are just uploaded, then I'll be not in trouble. I'll just I'll just find a different platform. And the same people who paid for the digitizing course will be able to access it. There will never be an issue with that. If I have to mail you a flash drive with the videos on them, if I cannot find another place to host it, which I can, but if I couldn't, the worst case scenario, I would just send you the videos. So anyway, I think that's it. That was 55 minutes. That was a long time. And my voice is saying, please stop, Melissa, please stop. So I'm going to go get a Diet Coke because I need something cold and refreshing. And my coffee's not even hot anymore. So, and I don't like iced coffee or cold coffee. Kelly needs to stop typing on her phone because your comments make no sense. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Barb says you can buy zipper pulls for the number 3 zippers. You just have to put them on. I use tape or buy long zippers. Yeah. I wasn't intending to say that you can only buy zipper tape for size 5, if that's the way it came across. I was just saying zipper tape is awesome. And buy zipper tape. Like you can buy all one color. Like if you're doing a big, like a set of bags with a certain fabric and you want all one color, you can buy a bunch in one color, like a roll, like a yardage of zipper tape with a bunch of pulls. You can buy a set like I showed you earlier where you get just I think it has 12, 14, a bunch of colors and pulls. And if you do not use Amazon and you do not want to follow my affiliate links, I get that. I've heard great things about buying online from Wawak zippers, W-A-W-A-K. If you are being choosy about where you make your purchases online, I am too. Just so happens that I make affiliate money from Amazon. And right now, every one of those pennies from affiliate bucks really counts. So that's where we are. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say. It always feels really anticlimactic when I run out of things to say. Like I look down my list and I'm like, all right, I'm done. So subscribe to my channel. If you're sitting around with nothing to do and your phone is by your side, open up YouTube and watch some of my videos. I get views and make a comment. I get engagement from that, which helps my channel and helps boost it out to more people. And as I just said, affiliate money and passive income really makes a difference. And I know that when I'm sitting at my desk, I watch YouTube a lot during the day. And so even if it's a creator that like I don't like what the video is about in particular, or I don't care about that topic or something, I'll just keep it on in the background just so they get the views. And that's it. If you have any questions, the comments will auto-populate after this publishes, I think, question mark. And you can always ask me questions. You can also email me anytime at designsbylittleb@gmail.com. And look for me all over social media. I am on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Those are my 4, I think. So that's it. Have a great Saturday. I'm going to relax for a minute and stop talking. So I'm tired of hearing myself. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Email me if you have any questions, like burning questions, because I don't always see all the comments everywhere. It's a lot to look at. And that's it. I'm out. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Stitch something nice for yourself or don't. Go for a walk. Get some fresh air. Love you. I mean it.